I want to help empower Black men to think for themselves. Critical thinking isn't just about being smart, it's about making decisions in every aspect of life. As Black men, we are constantly bombarded with narratives, statistics, and messages that shape our perceptions not only of ourselves, but of the world. If we don't think critically, we risk being manipulated politically, financially, and socially. This lesson will introduce what critical thinking is, why it matters, and how we can apply it to our daily lives. So, what is critical thinking? At its core, critical thinking is the ability to analyze and evaluate information objectively before making a decision. Asking questions instead of just accepting what you're told. Separating emotions from facts so that you can make clear-headed decisions. Recognizing biases in yourself as well as the information presented to you. Avoiding manipulation by politicians, businesses, and media. Using logic and evidence to guide your beliefs and actions. Think of it as mental self-defense, your ability to protect yourself from deception and bad decisions. Why is critical thinking crucial for Black men? Historically, Black men have been targeted with misinformation, stereotypes, and emotional manipulation to keep us economically dependent, politically weak, and socially divided. Here's why we must sharpen our minds. If we're talking politically, both parties have used Black votes without delivering results. But we need to analyze policies, not just party loyalty. If we're speaking financially, wealth building requires strategic thinking. But we're often targeted with bad investments, predatory loans, and consumer traps. But let's think socially. Misinformation spreads through the community through what? Social media, keeping us in cycles of mistrust and self-destruction. Being a free-thinking Black man is a revolutionary act. Okay, so there's 3 key pillars to critical thinking. Number 1, question everything. Who benefits from this? Where did this information come from? Is there evidence or is it based on emotion? Number 2, seek truth, not comfort. The truth isn't always what we want to hear. Just because something feels right doesn't mean it's factual. Real empowerment comes from knowing, not just believing. Number 3, think long-term, not short-term. Many traps are set for short-time pleasure, but long-term pain. Fast money, instant gratification, emotional reactions. Thinking ahead is how we build wealth, power, and influence. Just think about this for a minute. How could critical thinking have changed history? If you think about the Tuskegee experiment between 1932 and 1972, Black men were told that they were receiving free health care. But in reality, they were being experimented on and being denied treatment for syphilis. If they had access to critical thinking tools, questioning authority, seeking opinions, could this have been avoided? What about the 1994 crime bill, sold to Black America as a way to reduce crime? In reality, it disproportionately led to mass incarceration of a lot of Black men. If more people had questioned the long-term effects, could we have fought against it sooner? These examples show why we must analyze everything, even when it seems beneficial on the surface. Now, the challenge here is training your mind to think critically. So this week, I want you to challenge yourself. Question one belief you've always had, and I want you to research it. Analyze one news story or post and see if it's biased or manipulative. Next, I want you to pause before reacting emotionally. Is someone trying to trigger you for their benefit? The goal is to build a habit of thinking critically so you control your own narrative. A thinking Black man is a dangerous man. Critical thinking is how we protect ourselves from deception, build wealth, and gain real power. The more we sharpen our minds, the harder it is for people to control us.